How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl Wi-Fi battle. Today's the second time using this Meganium team, hopefully it goes well. If you want to battle me, join the Discord server in the description, and please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. With that being said, let's find ourselves a game. Okay, we found our opponent, the notorious HIM, and I must implore you to go and check out his channel. Seriously, if you want to see battles with really unique teams like the one you're seeing right there, go and check him out. He does really good videos, really good commentary, all that stuff. There's a link in the description. Like I said, I implore you to go and check him out. Seriously. Anyway, looking at the team matchup, they've got Slowbro, Sharpedo, Venusaur, a Manectric, a Hippopoe, and a Crobat. So Meganium could actually do some decent work here. If it can tank a crunch from Sharpedo, it'll outspeed Slowbro. If we can get Swords Dance off, that'd be amazing. I can see us getting a Swords Dance off on the Hippopoe. That's the only opportunity I really see. We just got to get the Crobat out of the way somehow, and the Venusaur as well, and also the Manectric technically because of overheat, but we'll see about that one. So looking at the team, best way to get Meganium in on the Hippopoe is going to be by baiting it out with the Magnezone. I'm looking at their team though, and I'm thinking probably Crobat right now because they've got a lot of Pokemon that are weak to U-turn, and a couple of Pokemon that are weak to Brave Bird. Well, one Pokemon weak to it, a couple of Pokemon are neutral to it. So let's go with Crobat. And the battle begins. So Notorious HIM sent out his own Crobat as a lead, and we sent out our Crobat. So Crobat versus Crobat showdown going on right now. Going for the U-turn, it's going to be whoever wins the speed tie pretty much. So we'll go for the U-turn now and see if we can lose it. I'd rather lose the speed tie, personally. Brilliant, he wins the speed tie, so he's able to go for his U-turn, which means we get to U-turn on whatever he brings in, which is just perfect because it means we're going to get the advantage on the early get-go. So let's see what he brings in. They're going to bring in the Hippopoe. That's actually perfect for us. So Hippopoe is a good switch in there because it can definitely tank a hit from Crobat. If I decided to go for the Brave Bird, it'll definitely tank it. We decided to go for the U-turn, of course, and this gives us a good opportunity to go into our Meganium. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, I don't want a Swords Dance just yet because it is a bit early for that. Venusaur and the Manectric are still there. The Crobat's still there. So Meganium can't really do too much. But what we're going to do is we're going to scare it out by going for a Petal Blizzard, which should do a lot of damage to it. All right, let's go for the Petal Blizzard, and we'll see what they're going to do. They're probably going to go for a Stealth Rocks and try and tank a hit at first, if I had to guess. They are going to withdraw the Hippopoe. What they're going to go into, probably the Venusaur or the Crobat, I'd say. Crobat comes in, of course. Crobat's definitely the better option there because it can just hit us in the face with a Brave Bird. Blizzard, Petal Blizzard's going to do a little bit of chip damage to it, not really that much damage. In fact, our Life Orb did more damage to us than our Petal Blizzard did to the Crobat. By a little tiny bit, I think. So, Sandstorm's a bit of a pain, but it's fine. We can handle this. We can handle this. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go straight into our Magnezone. Magnezone's definitely a good one, and that'll bring the Hippopoe back in. So, we can get off a little bit more damage off on, well, the Crobat probably. So we'll bring in authority the Magnezone. They might have actually just gone for a Brave Bird here. No, they go for a U-turn. It was pretty obvious we were going to switch. So yeah, U-turn's definitely the best play they could have made there. So what we're going to do is, instead, is we're going to go into Slowbro on this Hippopoe, because Hippopoe's definitely coming in here. That or the Manectric. Venusaur comes in. So Venusaur is a tough one, because we're not actually sure what the Venusaur is going to do. If I had to guess, I'd say they have Earthquake. We can tank an Earthquake thanks to the Shuca Berry, and that's like a definite this time. But they could also go for Sleep Powder, and I don't really want my Magnezone to sleep. Do I really have a switch in, though? I don't really have a switch in, do I? Let's go for the Flash Cannon, expecting the Earthquake. Get some damage off on it. They go for a Sleep Powder. Okay, Sleep Powder is a bit of a pain. I'm going to guess that they don't have Earthquake, though, by the fact that they've got that. I'm hoping they're not Subseed, because that's an annoying set to deal with. But it's fine. We can probably deal with it somehow. Flash Cannon's going to hurt anything on their team as well. So they have to kind of mess around and try and get rid of this Magnezone. So we'll go for a Flash Cannon. Try and wake up. We won't wake up the first turn, unfortunately. But we might wake up the second turn. They're going to withdraw their Venusaur. And what are they going to go into? Manectric. So Manectric's coming in. It's going to fire off an overheat at our face, probably. We woke up first turn. Oh. Huh. Sweet. Okay, so, yeah, we got a Flash Cannon off on the Manectric, which is great. Next up is, of course, an overheat to the face. And I am pretty tempted to go into Mamoswine still. Pretty sure Mamoswine will be a solid one here. Because the thing is, Icicle Crash is doing a lot of damage to all of their team except for the Slowbro. Sharpedo won't appreciate an Icicle Crash, that's for sure. Expecting an overheat. I'm expecting an overheat. They definitely expect me to switch out into Slowbro or something, and they go for a Volt Switch, right? Let's go into Mamoswine. Mamoswine can take an overheat, even if it's choice spexed, and we'll get the special attack drop, which would be great. But they also might go for a Volt Switch expecting Slowbro. They actually have Flamethrower, which unfortunately is going to 2-hit KO us. But I'm assuming they're choiced. I'm assuming they're choiced, and I'm going to go into Slowbro real quick. They are going to withdraw the Manectric themselves, and they go into Patrick, which is the Slowbro, as we also went into our own Slowbro. So we got a bit of a Slowbro versus Slowbro action going on. We're going to go into Hippopoe, because I'm pretty sure we're based on a hippopotamus. I'm like 60% sure we're based on a hippopotamus. They might withdraw because it's like one of them stalemate type things. Can't really touch each other. So if they're going to withdraw, they'll go into something like the Venusaur. Or they'll go into the Sharpedo. I say we go for Fire Blast, expecting them to switch. No, they stay in. They're going to try and tank a Fire Blast. They do tank a Fire Blast, of course. Which is unfortunate, as they go for a Future Sight. Interesting. Future Sight. I've got to be careful with that. I can't remember how many turns Future Sight is, though. That's a pain. Now that they've seen Fire Blast and they kind of know we're going to go for it, they'll probably go Sharpedo. Let's go for a Scald. Try and get a burn on something. We'll try and get the burn on this. That'd be great. They are going to withdraw the Patrick. What are they going to go into? Not the Venusaur, surely. Crobat. Crobat comes in. Hopefully we can get a Scald off on that. That'd be great. A burn, I mean. A burn. We don't get the burn, unfortunately. They're probably going to go for a U-turn. But they're also probably going to expect us to go for a Scald again. Where this is where we go for an Ice Beam, right? They might go for a Toxic as well. Toxic would be very beneficial for him. So they go for a U-turn. Now they're probably thinking, right, what's this Slowbro going to do? It's probably going to go for a Scald, right? So they're going to bring back in either the Slowbro or the Venusaur. If we can hit the Venusaur with an Ice Beam, that'd be amazing. They're going to bring in the Venusaur. We're going to get an Ice Beam off on the Venusaur. Definitely going to bring in the Venusaur. So Ice Beam comes through. It's going to do a solid amount of damage to the Venusaur, which is great. Unfortunately, we take the Future Sight attack. However, if there was any Pokemon that wanted to take it, it was definitely Slowbro. It was definitely Slowbro wanted to take that. So, Sleep Powder is imminent, unfortunately. They might also just go straight for a Giga Drain. I'm thinking Heracross is going to be really useful in this game. Get the Crobat out of the way. If we can get the Crobat out of the way, Megahorn's going to hurt a lot. But Crobat itself is, you know... going to expect a Grass-type move, either a Sleep Powder or a Giga Drain. So I'm going to go into Meganium. And then expecting a Sludge Bomb, we're going to Magnezone again. So we're going to Meganium real quick right now. Again, not expecting a Sludge Bomb at all. There's a Sleep Powder. So that doesn't affect us, of course. Was risky switching it in because they might have anticipated that with Meganium being a Grass type and immune to it and everything. This turn, they're either going to stay in and go for a Sludge Bomb, or they're going to switch out to the Crobat. In which case... Mamoswine's probably a good shout. But I don't think they will. I think they'll go for a Sludge Bomb. I think they go for a Sludge Bomb here. Let's go Crobat. Crobat can take a Sludge Bomb nice and easily. Then we can just fire off a Brave Bird or something. So we're going to Crobat real quick. And if the Hippowdon comes in, we have Toxic. We can just Toxic it. So they do go for a Sludge Bomb. That's not going to do too much damage to us. Nice bit of chunk of damage, like, but not too much damage at all. Not too much damage. Not too much damage. So, this turn we're going to go for a Brave Bird, because I don't see any reason not to. They'll probably bring in the Hippowdon, but it's whatever. They are going to withdraw. Are they going to go into Hippowdon or Manectric? Hippowdon comes in. So Hippowdon's a good one. So Sandstream's going to come through. Of course, that's not too bad to deal with. We'll go for a Brave Bird. It should do a nice little chunk of damage to it, which is great. I'm definitely thinking that they expect the Meganium switch, and they either switch out into their own Crobat. There's a lot of switching going on here. They either switch out into their own Crobat, expecting the Meganium, or they stay in and go for a Stone Edge. Crobat... it's a tough one. Let's go for a Toxic anyway. There we go. We got the Toxic off on the Hippowdon. Because this thing's going to be the hardest thing for us to break through with our particular team. I'm thinking Heracross is going to be a good one. So they go for an Ice Fang. That's not going to KO us, unfortunately, for them. It also doesn't really bode well in terms of damage for us, because we are pretty low on health. However, we should be fine. So Toxic's going to kick in a little bit, get a bit of health off of them, which is great. Completely negates his leftovers now. And this turn, we're going to go for a U-turn. There we go. We'll go for a U-turn real quick. And we'll bring in the Meganium again. So the reason I'm bringing in Meganium is because they're switching is either Venusaur or Crobat. No, wait. Do we go No. Watch. If they're going for an Ice Fang, we definitely go for a Slowbro. I think Slowbro is the play. And then we can just fire off a Scald. So they go for a Stealth Rocks. Now, Crobat is officially KO'd. Unfortunately. And Crobat is our defogger, so that is really unfortunate that they got the Stealth Rocks up. I would like to get... Right, this turn I'm going to go for a Scald. They're actually going to stay in and go for an Earthquake. Guess they don't really care about the Hippowdon anymore. So we go for a Scald. That's going to do a solid amount of damage to it. It's actually at the point where Toxic should actually KO from there, right? I believe. So Leftovers kicks in. That might actually put it over the edge so that Toxic doesn't take it out this turn. However, that's fine. That's fine, because we know the Hippowdon's going to go. Definitely still trying to sort that out. So actually, no, Toxic takes it out. So Crobat got a KO, which is great. Crobat got the KO on the Hippowdon with the assist from the Slowbro. They bring in the Manectric right now, right? Or do they bring the Venusaur in? They're bringing the Venusaur. So Venusaur is coming in. That's solid. What we're going to do now is... Because I'm looking at the Venusaur's health, and I'm thinking, right, going to Crobat. Crobat dies. Which is fine. Crobat can go down. We don't need Crobat to win. That's for sure. And what we can do is, everything on their team now is really susceptible to Heracross. They go for a Giga Drain, obviously, on the Slowbro. That's fine. Sandstorm's gone for good because of the Hippo going down, which is great. I'm thinking we go into Heracross now. We go for a Megahorn. I'm pretty sure Megahorn will KO from here. Pretty sure Megahorn will get a KO. I'm like 99% sure. So we'll go for a Megahorn, and that should take out the Venusaur, right? There we go. Megahorn comes through. Can we get the KO, please? Yes, we do, because Heracross is a beast, and the Venusaur goes down. Perfect. Unfortunately, we aren't actually Moxie. We're a Guts variant, and the reason I'm Guts is because, obviously, hazards get thrown around all the time. Being Guts boosted and Choice Scarf is just like a really deadly combination. In comes the Crobat. Crobat is definitely putting a stump in our works, or whatever you call it. So I'm going to expect them to go for a U-turn here. Fully expecting the U-turn. Let's go into Mamoswine. Mamoswine's not a bad one because we don't mind Mamoswine going down at the moment. If they go for the Brave Bird, we get some recoil damage, which is always great. If they go for the U-turn, it's fine as well. They do go for the Brave Bird, so we could have got Magnezone. That's going to take us out, of course, but we get a bit of recoil off them, which is great. And what we can actually do now is we can go into Heracross again and risk the Stone Edge, or we go Magnezone. Yeah, we go Magnezone. We're not going to risk the Stone Edge. Heracross is way too important this game. Way too important. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go for not a Thunderbolt. We're going to go for a Tri-Attack, expecting the Manectric to come in. There we go. Goes for the U-turn. Definitely going to go into Manectric, right? I mean, that's the only thing it can do. Go Manectric. Go Manectric. Go Manectric. Go Manectric. Go Manectric. Please go Manectric. That's all I want from you. There's the Manectric coming in. Now, looking at the Flash Cannon damage, I'm hopeful that Tri-Attack KOs here. And it doesn't, unfortunately. It doesn't. Right. Magnezone is quite important. I think they go for a flamethrower. I don't think Meganium's very important. It could be good. Could be good later on. No. No. They go for a flamethrower. That's for definite. Definitely go for a flamethrower. Let's go into Slowbro. Slowbro is not as important anymore. Because it's taking down my Manectric, it's taking down my Sharpedo. It can't do anything to the Slowbro. Crobat's the only thing it really does anything for. They go for a switcheroo. Interesting. So that is not too bad. So we got a pair of choice specs and they got leftovers. So with that in mind, we could go for a Scald. We can definitely take a Volt Switch now and go for a Scald. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. They are going to withdraw the Manectric. They're not even going to Volt Switch. Probably expecting us to go... I don't know what they expect it's going to be. So they go into the Patrick, the Slowbro. It's going to get hit by a Choice Spec Scald, which isn't going to do too much damage to them. We don't even get the burn. That's not very nice. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go ahead and go straight into our Heracross. Because if they go for a Scald now, they're probably going to go for a Future Sight. But if they go for a Scald... and we get the burn. Oh my lord, that'd be amazing. Absolutely amazing. So let's go Heracross real quick. They probably go for a Future Sight. Based on how they've been playing. So let's get some Stealth Rock damage real quick. Let's go. And they go for a Calm Mind. Interesting. Interesting. So they go for a Calm Mind despite knowing that a big golden Heracross is there, even though it's pink for them. Big golden Heracross is there, ready to just destroy something. So we'll go for a Megahorn real quick and destroy this Slowbro. That's all I can think to do. There we go. We go for the Megahorn. Can we get the KO? We don't get the KO. And they go for a Future Sight. Interesting. That is interesting. So we're going to go for another Megahorn and try and take this Slowbro out. They probably go into Crobat now, trying to preserve as many mons as they can, given the timer and everything. They are going to withdraw, of course. They're going to go into Crobat. Crobat comes in. You're going to take a Megahorn really well, aren't you? Yep. Took it like an absolute champ. And that is the end of the game, unfortunately. I tell you what, in Scarlet and Violet, they really need to fix the timer because 20 minutes is not nearly long enough for a battle. No? We definitely needed more time there. Hashtag bring back the timer. Anyway, thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.